Welcome to the video, ladies and gentlemen. This is Legendary Fat Titan, and unfortunately, coming with immediate bad news, the Paragon the OverPrime is ending service on April 22nd of this year. This was shocking. I believe the game was, it was not doing great, but I figured between the like this and predecessor, I figured, and I saw the numbers. I seen a lot of talk that it was doing better than predecessor. At granted, it had a lot of faults. It had many faults. Just like predecessor does. Still, both of them have their faults. But I figured that Overprime would be it would still rival with predecessor for a longer time. I always said that one of them will probably eventually kill one another, as it's just how things are. If you have a lot of the same characters, one of them just has to eliminate each other. It's just how it is. With these type of with business practices and all that. It's just one has to be on top. But if anything was going to succeed over the other, I always thought it would be Paragon the OverPrime, as it was just generally doing better. It was generally getting more attraction. At least I thought. Um, well, heck, it did have 32,000 players at its all-time peak on Steam charts, but whereas predecessor only has like 10,000. But the thing is, predecessor actually held on to the majority of the people that paid for it, whereas this game did not. It only kept like 1,000 people out of that 32,000. Granted, predecessor only kept 1,000, but it also only ever had around 10,000 plus, roughly. This news is not an easy one to take in, as you know, I enjoyed this game for quite a while. Granted, I'd always get pretty mad about carries or tanks not being tanky enough, or mages, and I also made a video not too long ago because of the Blue Hearts situation where it was just so overpowered that it just it was just ridiculous. It shouldn't have happened to begin with, and how I made a video about how I'm kind of sick of the amount of BS that was in the game, which there was a lot. I mean, there's no denying that there was a lot of overpowered tweaks and stuff like that, but I was willing to endure that if it meant that we would eventually get a good game. That's not how it is though. Paragon, hello Warriors, it's the Paragon OverPrime. First, we would like to express our wholehearted gratitude for your love and support over the past year and 3 months, starting with the early access on December 8th of 2022. However, we come to you today to unfortunate news, since early access Paragon the OverPrime has been a work in progress as we've continued to explore and iterate and think about different ways to meet our warriors' expectations. After careful consideration, we have concluded that we will not be able to provide a stable, satisfying service moving forward because of this. We have made this decision to end the service on Monday, like I said earlier, April 22nd of 2024. We are deeply sorry for the unexpected, unfortunate, and determination of the service. We deeply cherish the encouragement and support you have given us until now, despite our shortcomings. We at Paragon they will probably sincerely thank you for all the love you showed us. Please see below for detailed timeline of the service shutdown. And once again, we would like to thank all of your warriors as for playing the Paragon OverPrime. We will do our best to keep your experience as seamless as possible until the very end. Thank you. And that's that. You know, that's the end of Paragon. Um, a similar fate, just like Fault. As you know, Fault was also part of the channel. I also, as you can see, I spent 767 hours on this game for Paragon the OverPrime. And for Fault, if I can actually find it, I might, I may or may not have got rid of it because I mean, there it is. Fault. I spent 847 hours on, and as you well know, well, this game was also shut down. Well, around this time. Well, actually, it was around. I think it basically shut down the same time Overprime kind of started, really. Because it said Overprime started around 2022. I think this game. I'm pretty sure it died of November. It died. It died November. Something. Maybe November 26th, something like that. Um, I have it on the channel though, but it ended during that time. I do believe. I do have it on my channel. I just don't remember. Let me go check real quick just to verify. Um, let's see. Playlist. I have it in my playlist somewhere. I know. It should be in Mobas, right? Do I have a Mob? Oh no, it's Fault. Okay, let me just mute that. Uh, there was four. Okay. Yeah. So Fault shut down at November 1st of 2022. Yeah, so that's when Fault shut down. So roughly a month after that um is when Paragon took off basically. The reason why I bring up Fault in this situation as well is because of the fact that, of course, both of them have the same type of assets and they both have died, alongside the original Paragon from, you know, Epic Games, which died, I believe, in 2018, 2019. Uh, Pretty sure. Let me just make sure. Yeah. Paragon was killed on April 26th of 2018. So, I'm seeing a pattern, and I'm seeing it just happen over and over and over again. This game, these characters, autos up. Predecessor remains the only, and I do mean the only game that has not been killed yet. And I do mean yet. And it's it's very angersome to me. I wasted so much time. Granted, it's on my own time. I did it to myself. But I was so determined and hoping that this game would win, would be able to succeed. Now, I never thought it'd blow up. I never thought that. But I just the thing is, the OG Paragon, it got me through. The reason I'm kind of emotional about this is because the original Paragon, it got me through a lot of rough times, to say the very least. Um, Back then, there was very well and a very nice community of players. Um, I never really had any issues with anyone, to be honest, on the original Paragon, and it it pains me to see not just the games change for the worse, but also its players. The players have turned into uninviting people. If the people back then acted the same way as they do now, I don't I don't know if I would have stayed with Paragon during that time because of how I was doing, to be honest. And because, like I said, I had a lot of mental issues during um the time of Paragon, and its community was actually really nice. You know, they invited me in. I had my mentor, my best friend for a while, Forgotten Goat, which was the person that introduced me to Paragon. You know, I don't know where the hell he is now. Maybe he's still out there. I don't know. But yeah, but back then I was called Turtle Power, and my friend Forgotten Goat. If he's actually if he's actually watching this, yeah, I'm Turtle Power, by the way. But anyway, but yeah, my friend Forgotten Goat, he taught me how to play the game. He got me into the game. He got me to Diamond eventually during ranked. He got me Diamond, taught me how to play my boy Grux, and Grux and Countess were the people I played a lot with him. He taught me everything about them. Um, a lot for Grux was like just card building, but for Countess is a lot more like teach me how to use her kit and everything. So I had a lot of emotion when it came to Paragon. I had a lot of good friends. I had a lot of good memories and time with the community. Even the community was a lot nicer. Not all the time, of course. I mean, you always find some angry fart, but you know, but the reason why I kind of bring the whole community thing up is because of the fact that it just became so toxic. Like, really toxic. I mean, MOBAs are generally toxic because of the fact that it's easily to play the blame game. It's easy to point someone out and say, you suck, you know. But when it goes to the point of, you know, when it goes to the point of where they are telling you to basically kill yourself or to tell you to shut the fuck up or all this, all this shit. They tell you to do all this. They put all this pressure and bullshit on you, constantly cursing you out, constantly swearing at you, constantly just bad naming you, all over a fucking video game. Honestly, because of how the community treated this whole experience, I'm not even gonna lie. In some way, I'm kind of glad that this game is dead because the community honestly deserves it. Because it doesn't even invite new players to it. The new players get completely shit on every time they even try to pick up the game. Like I try to go out of my way when I notice someone doing bad because I think maybe they're new or something, or maybe they need help playing the game. I want to help them, but a lot of time. But the thing is, with this game, the chat system was completely turned off, so I couldn't even fucking help new players. Because I played this game for thousands of hours, thousands, not Paragon the OverPrime. I played Paragon the OverPrime for 800 something or 700 hours. I played it for 700 hours. I played Fault for 800 hours. I played the OG Paragon for well over 1,200 plus hours or so. The point is, I've played these characters, I've played the games, I've played the cards so many fucking times over. I know what I'm doing. I want to help people out when they need it. I made a tutorial guides on my new channel, my second channel. I went out of my way to do all these things. And what does it fucking matter when it all ends in vain, and regardless of what I do, you know? Because I'm the only one trying to help people out there, it feels like. You can't expect a game to go anywhere if you just fucking treat your new players like shit. That's just expected. And it's not fully the community's fault. It definitely isn't. There's some people out there that are really good, but it really does feel like I'm the only one willing to actually help these people out and, try to bring them into the game. And it just all ends in vain every time. And it really pisses me off because, I'm very passionate about this game. And for what, though? For what? I don't fucking know. I I don't know why I like this game so much. I guess because I just like what once was, and I tried to rebuild something that just can't be rebuilt. I tried in Fault. I've tried here. And it just doesn't matter. Because I can't do it alone. I mean, granted, my friends will do the same thing too. But there's only 3 of us, in our friend group play this game. We're not enough. And we're always in the same fucking game. So, it's just not enough to help the community out. I made a channel fully dedicated to trying to, I thought the game was going to last a lot longer. I only ever got 10 videos out. For like build guides and I did tank tutorials on my main channel though. But I wanted to play this game more to understand the builds a little bit better even. I wanted to know what I'm doing, basically. I wanted more experience. I wanted more time. That's why I stepped away from content creation, because I was playing this game basically every day, just trying to get you guys the best builds and trying to help you guys out and trying to be part of the community and trying to build up something better. That something just doesn't exist now because the game is being shut down. And the reason I'm telling you all this is because of the fact that I don't think I can really waste my time anymore with this. I mean, predecessors still out there, sure, but I don't really. Even if I enjoyed predecessor as much as I did the OG Paragon, what does it matter when its fate is probably sealed already as well? You see what I'm saying? This game has failed 3 times. 3 fucking times. And the 2 times were not even barely a year apart. It's honestly has left me kind of speechless and really hurt from all this. I played 3,000 hours in total. I've played 3,000 hours in total between the 3 games of Fault, Paragon. Well, even if you count Predecessor, I probably put around 50 hours in Predecessor, not too much time. But I played 50 hours of Predecessor. I played, 700 in Paragon and 800 in Fault. 1,200 in the original game, so probably 3,000 hours. And I joined streams. I joined Twitch streamers. I joined Twitch streamers stream and see if they want to party up, and and we do that we did that sometimes. I did it with Silver one time. I did it with Sinful Snake once. And it just sucks. Obviously. It just sucks that this is coming to an end once again. And the reason I'm so passionate about this game though is because of the fact that it did get me through hard times while also introducing me into the whole MOBA. Like, this was my first MOBA I've ever played, and it was by far my most favorite. I tried to play, uh, I tried to play Smite. I played a lot of Smite actually, but I did not enjoy it nearly as much as this game or well, any version of it really. I always enjoyed this more than Smite, but as you can see, though, it's just all ending in vain. Uh, Once again for a third time, and I just don't know what I don't know what to really say, to be honest. I'm really am just speechless because I really thought that this game. I thought it would have at least more time. I had so many plans for this game. I held back my content. I failed my YouTube a bit by constantly posting this game. I did a lot of streams on this game. I did save a lot of the streams though, unfortunately, because it took so long to even save. Uh, but I did do them. I did many streams, like probably like well I should say many, but I know I did like at least 10 or 12 plus streams. I loved being a part of the small people that I was with. Some of the most favorite people that I loved talking to or playing with was Teo and um, Oblivious. I think is it Oblivious or I think it's Oblivious. I'm not exactly sure. But these were the people that I just loved playing with, and there's a lot of people that I will miss during this time. Uh, the game isn't done yet, but I'm probably not gonna play it anymore. I just don't see the point. Not wasting any more time. I might come back for one last look at Grux, as it'll probably be my last time that I ever play Grux. Because, honestly, as much as I am a hardcore player and love these characters, but even for me at this point, I can't hold on to the past. I have to let it go. I have to move on with my life. I can't keep playing this game in particularly just for to watch it fail over and over. I mean, we've been through this cycle 3 times. My I guess what I must ask of you, fellow Paragon players, and or if your predecessor players, or anyone that has experienced the death of this game, or a variation of this game, I gotta ask you this question now. Are you going to go through this again? Are you going to keep playing the predecessor, or sorry, Paragon until it dies? Are you going to keep playing predecessor until it dies? Because it's more likely going to happen, considering this game did better than it, as far as I'm aware, and it fell. Paragon was the last bit of hope that I really had, and it's gone. It's done, you know. So yeah, I'm not gonna go. I'm not even gonna bother with the other game unless some drastic changes are made, and or if it succeeds, if it actually gets a player base worth a damn. If it gets 10,000 consecutive players, then you can maybe expect a return. But I seriously doubt that's going to happen. This game, these characters, these assets are honestly just destined to fail. They really are. They're more of just a cash grab at this point. with these companies. They just take what they want and go, and that's it. They just leave. With We had not heard anything for 3 weeks just to be fucking obliterated by news of the game shutting down. Like, literally, no word for 3 weeks, and that's what happens? You can go fuck yourself then. How about that? You know? I would have loved to have been informed, like, a month earlier. But no, of course, these corporate assholes have to waste more of your time by not saying anything until, like, oh yeah, by the way, we're shutting the game down. Not even giving an explanation of as to why. At least Fault gave an explanation. And this game doesn't even bother to do that. They don't even say why they're shutting down. The only explanation I can give you guys is probably the fact that they just fucking got what their money's worth, and they're just saying, fuck this, we're out. They take these already paid assets from from Epic Games, and they just use it as a fucking cash cow. They're just milking a fucking dead cow. And I'm so sick of it. You can defend them all you want. I'm not defending it. I've been through this 3 fucking times. This is my fucking chance to rant out, and that's what I'm doing in this fucking video, because this is bullshit. It's happened 2 other times that with Fall and this game. They don't even ask for refunds. They just say fuck you and go. I mean, I don't even think they could do that. I don't even think they have a system to do refunds. So, you know, I'm sure if I go to that fucking Paragon marketplace, I'm sure that will still fucking work though, huh? I'm sure I can still pay for anything there, because they gotta make sure that marketplace works perfectly fine. You can call whatever you want to Epic Games of why they shut down their game and how they're greedy assholes for shutting it down or whatever the fuck. But you can't tell me that they treated the shutdown system worse than these other 2 companies. At least at the very end, when, you know, the OG Paragon shut down, they allowed you to have all the assets for free. I seriously doubt that they did that for this game. I know they didn't do it for Fault. They was still paid for everything there. And it's funny because these assets are already free. So it's like, it's so fucking stupid to me how this is allowed to begin with. The balance of this game was so shit too. That's a whole other video though. The whole point is that this game... Well, hell. This might be the last video anyway, huh? So, I might as well talk about the balance. We might as well make this a fucking 3-hour long video. This balance of this game is this utter shit. ADC items being way better than tank items, and tank items having way less items in general. They had way less items. I did a whole tank tier list of like all the best items for physical armor, and there was like 3. It was fucking high-end armor, artificial gravity, and the crit reducer, which I can't remember the name of, the Guardian Helene. That's what the name of it was, Guardian Helene. And even all those 3 items barely hold you over against a fucking carry, because they do 1,000,000 damage. This is how it was. They directly hit your health and armor very fucking hard. There's nothing you can do to counter it. So, the best thing for a tank to go for is for damage, because you had to kill them faster than they killed you. That's the only way you could beat them, which is stupid as hell. A tank should not have to worry about damage at all. It's kind of not their job. It's a fucking tank. And every ADC has a way of getting out of a situation, or slowing the enemy down, or doing something so fucking absurd that you just can't do. And the funny thing is, you know, let me give you some examples. Revenant can root you down with his fucking ult and trap you so you can't fucking have any allies help you. So he can either use that to run away or kill you and then run away. Or he also has a slow on his one attack, and he's the most fair carry. Then there's Wraith that can rewind you 10 feet, like 10 seconds back or whatever the fuck it is, and just drill your asshole open with a fucking plasma cannon. It's like 3 miles long. Yeah, that's fair. You also have Doc, which has a fucking shotgun knockback ability that just knocks your dick hole back to your tower practically if you're, sitting like right over here in the middle of the fucking lane. He'll fucking knock you back like 20 feet. But it'll still be in range of his primary attack, so he can hit you even harder still. Like, dude, what are these fucking balance decisions? They gave all these carries like a getaway or a stun or a root or whatever the fuck, and they already do the highest damage by far in the game while also have great utility with shields, lifesteal, anti-tank items, all this bullshit. They had some of the greatest utility for a damager. Not to mention, for the longest time there was no back penalty until recently, so they had they were just as fast as you going backwards while shooting as you're going forward. It's like, what the fuck is that about? There were so many dumbass decisions that were made with this game, and it's ultimately what killed it as well, because who wants to play a game where the melee heroes stand little to no chance to a carry to a carry or any ranger for that matter that knows what the hell they're doing? The tanks really don't do much of anything. Tanks get literally shredded by like 4 basic attacks. A tank actually has to play more cautious than a fucking mid laner, because they don't have any range attacks like a mid laner does, and they die roughly just as fast if they get caught by the carry. There's just so many problems with the game's balance, and there's really no point in really going into depth more, because you probably already know, or just want to know more about how I feel about the game. So the closing of this game really makes me realize a lot of things, and really made me realize the main issue about this video, well, not even just a video, but with myself. I thought after Fault that I was behind Paragon, but I wasn't. Like, I was over the thought of it being dead, but I'm not. It's still deep within inside of me, but I think this does officially close the chapter for me. As much fun as I did have with all these characters, Sevarog, Grux, Narbash, Riktor, Crunch. There's a lot of them I didn't really play, but the main ones being, those that I just said, Steel, fucking Greystone. I love Greystone. But my main man, Grux, though, that's who's hardest to get rid of, as he was the guy that I basically started the game with. There were so many things with Grux. I got the diamond with Grux. I got the most friends while playing with Grux. I did the best as Grux for the longest time. I never played with anyone else besides Grux. I got the Grux mastery with every single game, except for Predecessor. I got it with the original game. I got Grux mastered in Fault. I got Grux mastered in this game. And I'm very proud of it, to be honest. I truly am the Gruxy Warlord. But I can't be a part of it anymore, man. But I get to my question earlier, though. Fellow Paragon players, are you willing to stay with this sinking ship to the end, or what's your game plan at this point? Because, to be honest, I'm tired of trying to win an impossible battle, to be honest. The battle is lost already. Predecessor's the next ship to sink. After that, these characters will probably never be played again in a MOBA. More than likely not. I don't see a comeback to this. Maybe in like 20 to 30 years, but not anytime soon. And it's honestly pretty heartbreaking. Seeing these characters being so mistreated in corporate is just insulting. We're basically carrying around a dead carcass at this point. So, I think the best way to really deal with this is really just let these characters go. And as hard as it is for me to say this, I think I have to let this game just go. This game any iteration of it, just let it do its course. I can't be a part of it anymore. I've kind of accepted that. I got the news about this game's death at work, and I've had plenty of time to compensate with the fact that I'm probably gonna be done with this game and any iteration of it. Despite how much fun, all the memories, and how the unique this game was, apart from any MOBA, not really Paragon the OverPrime, but just Paragon in general, it was just a lot more unique. It was a lot of fun. The only MOBA I really had a lot of fun with. And with all of that, I just want to really close this chapter for good. I just can't take it, really, to be honest. This game got me through some rough times. The original Paragon got me through some major rough times in my life during, I think it was, yeah, my junior year, I want to say. But I can't keep winning this. I can't keep just fighting this battle. That's just no point if no one else is willing to fight with me on it. So, to everyone that played this game and was a supporter of it, uh, good luck to you and whatever you do in the future for your channels or just gaming in general, man. I don't know what you're. I don't know if you just only play this game, but I know there's a lot of people that have more hours than I do on it, and but I just can't. I can't dedicate more to these Paragon assets. I will forever miss Grux though. He was Grux was Grux is definitely the hardest character to really say goodbye to, just because of all the memories I have with him. Grux alone, I probably have 1,000 hours with. Grux, Sevarog, and Riktor are the big three, and it's really sad to see this all come to an end. But I can't keep putting myself through this shit. I've tried, I tried everything I could, and for the betterment of my channel in the future of just my gaming health and everything else, I gotta move on. I gotta move on, man. Um, I wish I got past this game, the Paragon, the first time around, but there's just something that keeps bringing me back to it. But unfortunately, because of everything, I gotta lay it to rest. It's basically dead as it is. I wouldn't be surprised if predecessor's a year behind Paragon, or if not less than that. Maybe the end of this year. Who knows, man? So this will be the last time I'll see these characters, and I guess this is my official goodbye to them. I, like I said, I spent so much hours, so much time, all for naught, man. So, with all that out of the way, I ask this of all the OG players of Paragon, of all just players that committed a lot of time to it. Are you? What's your game plan now, man? Are you done with it as well, or are you just gonna try and keep holding on? Because I mean, I just don't see an end to this battle. It's just not gonna happen. Not with the community that we have. Not with the game devs that we were granted. It's just not gonna happen. It really is just one of the hardest things to say, but I'm going to forget this game. I'm going to try and compress these characters and the whole universe of this game. Uh, well, at least I mean, I am going to remember it, but I'm just going to stray away from the games though. I'm just done. I have no more fight in me with these games. Paragon was the last inch of hope, and it's done. So yeah, I really don't know what else to talk about. I guess for the for the people out there though, are you guys be like me and waste thousands of hours with these types of games, or are you going to abandon ship now? Because I can tell you, you're probably winning them. You're probably trying to win a battle that just cannot win. Hate to say it, but it is as it is. I had hope for this game. I had hope for Fault. Well, not really Fault. I knew kind of Fault was gonna die, but Paragon was actually a surprise to me, and it died. It's gonna be dead in about a month, so I feel like I'm just repeating myself at this point. Uh, which I pretty much am, but I mean, what else is there to really say, man? I think I'm just gonna close this one out. Uh, but this will be the final closing of my Paragon journey. There might be one more video. We'll see, though. But as far as Paragon goes, I'm sorry, guys. I can't play it anymore. Like I said, there might be one final video saying my official goodbye to Grux when this game closes down officially. I play like one game the day before it closing, but that's it. No more. I'll just be done. So, hate to see it, man, but I tried. I really did. But out of all the memories, it's just I keep trying to relive something that's just not there, and I just gotta stop. With all of this out of the way, the update video of mine will be later today with happier news. Uh, but that's all for now, though, on Paragon. And I guess as well with the community, I guess this is our official goodbye for anyone that played with me on Paragon. I love screaming in chat on this game, but those days are behind us now. So, thank you for all the support on this game, through my journey of this game, and Fault for that matter. But I think the MOBA genre in general is gonna be out of my channel completely because I don't enjoy any other MOBA. So this might be the entire end of all MOBAs for my channel. So, but I'll be doing plenty of Halo videos and other stuff. So, if you enjoyed this very upsetting video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one. And goodbye, Paragon the OverPrime. In any iteration of this game, all the Paragon assets in general, just I gotta say my farewell to. So that's it. That's my official closing. Goodbye.